I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Who's there? I can feel you, whoever you are. Please tell me. Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? Ah, a most unusual name. It is a curious thing that in your... Or to put it another way, but can it truly be if indeed you wish to cross to... Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you... More than wishful thinking, more than fiction, this must be what you... I confess, But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, then that hope can be made manifest. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell so?
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like us!
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death. Hey, you okay? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, the mission's more important than either of our lives. Think we'll make it? Let's go. Stop! Watch out! Okay. Yikes. I think we're in a little over our... Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around. look pretty tough. Careful now. Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful. Hey! Your health is dangerously low. Watch it! Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads. Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more... First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our job, and if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I can at least cast my usual spell for you.
Right.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little... Look! Over there! Let's go. Got a sec? Hurry! They found us! Get ready, everyone! Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Ukronia. The year is 785. Ukronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even. Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different... Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. Shh, careful. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. The army's really gone to hell.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was...
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How? No doubt His Highness would protest. But for the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so... Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame... Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. So? Whatever will I do?
An elder? Here?
Look at that. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had...
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the prick. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an Elden child. Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much is it?
I'm not really going to fall for them. How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like? You've really never heard of it.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you more practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was a...
Now he's dead.
Tragic, isn't it? You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chat.
Let's head there.
Give it a fold, for God's sake.
Leave it out, mate.
All right.
I'm out of ideas.
Dear me!
That must be the recruitment. I'll let you take it from here. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. Good luck in there. Okay.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight.
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you, or...?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone. All right, next. An elder. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use... So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign... You know your letters, do you? We'll get... All right, lad. Well...
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sighting, so stay sharp out there. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up.